Rock said her headphones is dead, so she's out.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
just saw it.
So, we're on to
That would
you,
just happen
Rocks.
to
We're
weirdo
on to
listen
you.
to us.
No, after we honor her. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I have another topic because the next one I got is gonna be very thought provoking. So it's gonna take longer to talk about. So if y'all got something else,
Let's go ahead and talk about your topics. Let's get your topics out of the way.
Because literally yours be the one actually gone places. Except we get into the red pill community crap. So yeah,
well, this is kind of that. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of weird that you just said that, but just bear with me here. If you think this is horrible for the video, then just leave it out. But pretty much, obviously, a lot of not even just successful men, but just men in general get falsely accused of grape juice every year, right? This happens all the time. So my question is, do y'all think that if a woman there is irrefutable proof that a woman falsely accused a man of grape, do you think the woman should get the same amount of time the man got if he was convicted?
Hell yes. Hell
easily.
Yes.
So the crazy thing is, like, I'm gonna put this on the thing because speaking from, I'm not even going to tell a lot, but like, I think we talked about this before. I was like, women do this shit, and when they do this, they're like, oh well, I wear certain things, so that doesn't mean this should happen to me. I'm like, no, but it's consequences that come with you wearing that. Now, do I wish that upon a woman? No. But I also said, do I wish like she get her consequences for falsely accusing? Yes. Because they would never understand that one word can ruin a man's life for the rest of his life, even if he's found innocent.
Yep.
Even if the woman is shown to be wrong, his life is ruined.
Bruh, that's like literally one of my biggest pet peeve is either getting accused for grape or the assault side of it. Like anything that like can get you like not time, but like it can literally ruin your life. Like that's my biggest pet peeve. And if somebody's gonna go around and be like, oh, you did this to me, you did that to me, like it pisses me off because I'll tell you, like the first thing I say is like, first things up is like, do you have proof? Like what evidence do you have to convict them of it? Second, what led to it? Because there's a story behind everything. That's one thing everybody needs to realize. There's a story behind everything that leads up to the event. So if it happens because of a lead on, not saying like if it's something small, but anything could be a lead on, really, if you think about it, depending on who the person is and what the circumstance it is. But not everything's excusable, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I was asking this question is because there's a really big, really well-known creator, and he essentially went to this party. He was having like this consensual situation with this girl, and she was saying that she is a victim. Like she's saying that he preyed on her, but everybody else there is saying that they were giving each other mutual energy and they wanted to sleep with each other. And there's proof that he actually didn't do anything wrong. But here's the problem. Once you're labeled as a rapist or a PDF file, your life is over. It's going to be stuck with you for the rest of your life. This man's career is ruined over something he didn't do. And she still maintains to this day that he did it when it has been proven that that's not possible. I think you should get the same amount of time personally. If anything, I think you should get worse because you're trying to ruin somebody's life for no reason.
Facts, bro. Facts. Like, I cannot stand people like that. It's like, don't falsely convict somebody because you get caught cheating or you get stuck in a certain situation that you don't want to get stuck in, and that's your excuse of getting out of it. Like, bro, don't do this to people. People have a life, and once you put that title on them, it literally lives with them for the rest of their lives. And that's the messed up thing about it, because once you have that title, it's a wrap. You're not going to get a job. You're not going to get sponsorships. Your career is ruined if you have one. And it's like, it's terrible all the way around. It's like, me personally, like, if you try to say I'm this, and clearly I'm not, and I have proven I'm not, bro, I'm coming at you with fists. I'm gonna make sure there's a story behind this.
I'm going to jail for a reason.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to jail for a reason, and a good reason at that, because I'm gonna beat the living ish out of you just for ruining my life. Like, if I'm gonna ruin my life, like if I'm gonna ruin my life, I'm gonna ruin it by myself. You're not gonna ruin it for me.
He's valid about that too.
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, I will curb stomp somebody for doing that. I might have to edit this out now. Think about it, because this is a
Yeah,
little
you
extreme.
are. like you definitely are.
This man
I'm
went
kind of glad.
off.
I'm kind of glad Lily and Rock's not in here, especially Lily. Lily would immediately. Well, no, I don't like that shit happen. It's like no. I take accountability when accountability's due. Don't do.
Now, one thing I will state, like, if we're both like showing mutual feelings and all that, but you decide to say, hey, like, I think we should stop this, that should be 100% respected, you know? Like, just because you started with mutual feelings, I mean, yeah, that's cool and all. Y'all started on the same side, but if you don't want to proceed on with it, then the guy should always stop where it ends, you know? But if the guy keeps proceeding on with it after you say stop, then that's when the issue becomes a top priority. But other than that, if you have mutual feelings all the way through and everything was consenting, and then you try to flip the script, yeah, nah, you need a 2-piece combo and a biscuit with a sweet tea on the side.
I'm weak.
This is exactly why this does not make sense to me, right? So if you look at like old posters about consent or whatever, they always put the guy as 100% responsible for 2 consenting adults, which makes no sense. But at the same time, as a man, you are much more powerful than a woman. The issue is, at any time, a woman can retroactively remove consent from something. Like, a woman can be in love with you, can sleep with you for 2 years, and then when she feels scorned because you did something wrong, say that she was taken advantage of. That is what I don't like, because it spits in the face of people who have actually gone through that. Like, somebody who actually has a reason to Me Too somebody is not going to be believed because you're being the boy who cried grape for whatever reason. Like, I just think that's why I said if it's irrefutable proof, because obviously no man is going to admit he did that, right? But if he can prove, like DJ Academics, he records every room in his house, and it's a good thing he did this because a woman tried to Me Too him and he proved she was lying and she is not in jail. I think that's an injustice. She should be in prison, because if he actually did it, he would be in prison.
Because that
exactly
technically, under technicality, you can get sued for that because you have what's that word?
Defamation.
Yeah, you have like brought defamation to their name. So you can technically get sued for that, but hey, it's up to you.
You shouldn't even have to, though. You should just immediately go to prison for doing that. Like, that should be a crime to falsely accuse somebody of something that is life-ending. Like, you should honestly go to prison. And there's no way to mistake that, right? Like, I can understand, like, if somebody like murdered my brother and I saw a guy that looked like him, that's a mistake. But I'm not gonna mistake that I had a relationship with this person and they did something to me. Like, I think it should be a crime, personally, and it would also stop women from doing it.
Especially if you're consenting to it the whole way through. Like, don't flip the script at the end after everything happens, because
like, either don't do that Avengers.
Yeah, either y'all have a disagreement or y'all had a falling out and you want to get your get back. Like, don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, that is definitely like, Jesus, that hurts. If you were to do that, it's like you need to suffer the same kind of consequences that was about to happen to that guy. And the funny thing is no matter, even with us being here, a lot of girls will say that's not fair because there are women who that it's happened to and they couldn't speak about it. I'm like, well, I'm sorry for them, like I really am, but do you know how many men this has happened to? And this is what. Okay.
Oh no, I was gonna say, like, in fact, it's happened recently with a football player. He was gonna go in the NFL, something happened and they dropped him, and now his name is pretty much ruined. I mean, I think he's in the NFL now, if I recall, but he finally got in, but his name is still kind of tarnished. Dicey just dropped. All right,
I didn't drop.
Yeah, Dicey. Oh, no, Shifty, not Shifty. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Shifty dropped. But like I'm saying, like he's in it. I think now he finally made it in the NFL, but his name is still kind of like going through the rinse cycle of what happened, even though he was proven innocent by the courts, by the courts and everything. I think it was by the courts. I gotta look more into it. If it's, I can't remember the story fully, but yeah, he was proven innocent, and his name still is kind of tarnished, but it's not tarnished as bad because he's made it to where he need to be. But at the same time, it's still a bad look.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Like I said, women don't understand accountability, and the crazy thing is, it's like just this sentence alone would automatically y'all red pill. Are we telling a lie though? Because there's nothing that women can be falsely accused of that's going to be life in jail. Like it don't have the same consequences.
Not that. Wow, ain't nothing I can think of.
My bad. I'm back. My PC crashed, so I had to join the Discord on my PS5.
Jesus.
But yeah, continue. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but
even just a murderer. If a woman's a murderer, we can look down like that as much as you will as a man. A man, like everyone be so scared of him. A woman, they be like, well, there's a valid reason. So that's what I'm saying. Like in a case like that, they would look at it as he was way stronger than her anyway. So, or like, if he's a murderer, why did he kill the person? If a woman kills somebody, they'll like, oh, she was probably defending for herself, but she was scared for her. So it's justified for women to basically go around killing, even though it's not. Like it still holds the same role, eye to eye. Like if a woman goes out and kill a man, they'd be like, she feared for her life. So, you know, even as a murderer, and she's convicted as being a murderer, like they were like, well, it's justified because she feared for her life. Now, if a man did that, no one would be like, oh, he feared for his life at all, because we're the stronger gender. They were like, well, you probably could have done something that wouldn't result in killing her. So, this I guess is based on how you look at it, really.
Yeah, I was about to say for the side of like women murdering men, it's kind of unheard of, except for like movies where we see like, let's say like a woman found out her man was cheating and she decided to go ahead and do that. Like that's something not in movies, but it also happens in real life too. But like something like that is not really looked upon like as close as it is for a man murdering a woman, because like it may seem like a unheard of thing, but it happens. It does happen. And that's why like a lot of people be like, well, what's the justification behind that? You know, it's like a woman murdering a man. What's the justification? She probably had a reason. Like she probably was protecting herself. Like granted, there's nothing wrong with like self-defense, but at the same time, like if you're gonna look at it as critical as that, you got to do the same thing with the men's side. Like what was his reasoning? And from a legal standpoint, yeah, they look at both sides no matter what. But from a moral, like a cultural society standpoint, it's not looked at like that.
It's questionable though whether that's right, because I feel like if you're intelligent enough to know that I'm way stronger than you, you should be intelligent enough to know that you shouldn't strike me and attack me. Because as men, there's an unspoken rule that we are not going to disrespect each other, because we actually have the ability to murk each other at any given moment with no weapons, right? That's why men don't do that. We respect each other because there's implied violence. But women have like this weird facade of, well, you won't hurt me, so I can do what I want. Like it's like poking a bear and not expecting it to attack you. Like I'm not saying that dudes should go around beating up women. What I'm saying is, as a woman, you should learn not to put your hands on people, because every man is not going to be as peaceful as me. Some men are going to treat you like Tekken. They're going to wave dash and they're going to uppercut the hell out of you. They're not going to play with you. So just don't do it. That's my thing. Just expect to never fight a man in your life, and you probably won't.
I would 100% agree with that, because the problem that I have with most girls, and this is not throwing shade to any of them, most of them understand. No, I'm gonna tell you that all the way. I'm throwing major shade. Most of them exploit double standards, and that's one of the main ones they exploit. And I said, do y'all think it's fair that if a man's not gonna hit you, but if you hit a man constantly, do you think that's fair? Because maybe it's just me. My parents raised me and my sister. You don't put your hands on nobody unless someone first, and that doesn't go for any like gender specific role. Like my dad has even said, he's like, if a woman puts her hands on you, you walk away. Eventually, she's gonna find a man that's gonna knock her clean out. And then every man about being violent, she chose that man that was gonna do that stuff to her.
Hey, what's
that?
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm about to say, so if you know you can get away with something, don't exploit it and then come crying like the victim. Like, if you gonna beat a guy and then try to be like, oh, I was scared for my life, he was gonna beat me. No. Y'all want to talk about equality? No offense. You stand toe to toe with a man and yell equality. You got to be prepared for that.
Exactly. Well, what was that song? I forgot his name, but he made that song. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Whoop
Get
that
hold on.
trick.
Is that from? Wait. What is that from?
That I know.
I think I know what you're talking about, but I can't think.
I want to say it's from Boondocks, but I don't think it is.
No, it's not from.
Is it from Don't Be a Menace? Where is it from?
It's a movie.
I
It's a
think
movie
it's
out of Memphis.
We should know this.
It's
I
a
think it's
movie
a-
out of Memphis.
I think it's Don't Be a Menace to South Central. I think
That's what I just said. Is it from Don't Be a?
That's what I think.
Boy, that just brought back. What in the world? Hold on.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look
gonna
it
let
up.
trick.
I need to know.
Whoop that trick.
I'm gonna let y'all keep going.
Whoop
I'm gonna go to the
that-
bathroom real
whoop
quick,
that-
get some medicine, cause like, bro, I'm having hella acid reflux.
It's from Hustle and Flow, apparently.
That's the movie. Yes, that's the movie. Hustle and Flow. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Anyway, I'm not supporting that by any means, but hey, some of y'all women need to find out the hard way. You know, like, you start swinging on a guy, just because he not swinging back at first doesn't mean he's gonna eventually swing back. There's this one girl that used to mess with me back in high school, and come to find out she had a major crush on me. But that was her, I guess, way of affection, bruh. And then like one day she was playing around, and like she kept hitting me, and so I was like, hey, like chill out, like chill out, Shirley, like you need to chill out. And she kept doing it, and then like I was like, all right, now when I start knocking the ish out of you, don't get mad, bruh. It's like,
I have a similar story. I'm not finna trauma dump. I'm gonna just keep it real. So basically, my ex that I was with when I was in high school, because I've been in a relationship since I was 16 now. So this is when I'm a teenager. I'm experiencing this young. She, I guess, thought it was all right for her to just hit me and spit on me and do all this stuff. Right? When I was a teenager, I wasn't thinking nothing of it.
Paul, spit on you, dude?
Yeah, like there was multiple times she did that shit,
Nah, she
and then
would've
like
caught up.
even more disrespectful stuff. This I think is more disrespectful than hitting me. I would buy her food, and if we got in an argument, she would just drop it on the ground and just walk away. That used to piss me off, but I got tired of it one day. This is like a little bit before, maybe like 6 months before I started dating my current girlfriend, and me and her arguing in the living room. Other girls involved, whatever. I could take accountability, right? I'm a teenager. I'm doing my thing. And she literally stands over me on the couch, which first of all, don't ever do that to a human being unless you want to get seriously hurt. Don't stand over somebody on the couch unless you're ready to fight that person. Don't do that. But that's a universal sign that I'm about to hurt you. So this girl is standing over me, hitting me all in my face. I'm talking about I took probably like 20 hits from this girl before I got tired of it, and I monkey palmed her in the chest. She falls over a table and then starts crying and immediately makes herself the victim when she's literally beating this shit. Like, bro, I'm talking about my lip was bleeding, my nose was bleeding, my cheek was swollen. Like, she's beating me up like a man, bro. So I've had experience with that too. It's like that's the day though that I learned, okay, one, I don't want to ever have to hit a woman ever in my life, and two, if it ever comes down to it and I feel like my life is in danger, I will. Those are two different scenarios to me.
That's equal rights, equal fights right there, brother. That's equal rights.
And it won't even equal because she's sitting up here giving me a whole fucking Mortal Kombat combo. I literally just poke this girl and she just starts crying and tells everybody that I beat her up. I'm like, what?
Bro, I hate.
What do you mean?
I cannot stand people like that, bro. It's like, why are you acting like this? You over here beating the ish out of me, and I'm letting you do it because I'm gonna go to jail if I swing back. So it's like, but hey, all they gotta do is just keep poking, and eventually, once you start swinging, and it depends how much pent up anger you have too, because some people they hold their anger in. If they hold their anger in and they let it out, bro, you gonna kill somebody.
That's exactly why now I'm very much like, I'm a talk before fight kind of person. Because when I was younger, bro, I was a hothead. I just wanted to fight everybody. I didn't care. I'll fight somebody for stepping on my shoes. I did not care.
Oh,
but now,
I couldn't take you to
unless you put your hands on me or you like thoroughly, like, let's say we out to eat, right? Even you, right? Like, we don't even hang out like that. But I did the same thing with Jay before, right? Let's say me and you hanging out and some dude say something rude to you. I'm probably gonna say something to him before you do. That's just how I am when I'm with people. So I'll talk to you first. But if you being disrespectful or you put your hands on me, bro, that's the only way you're gonna push me to fist. That's the only way. But teenage me, nah. You could look at me wrong and I wanted to fight, bro. That's just how I was.
Yeah, you was a true hothead. You was the
I was
definition
doing too
of a
much.
hot. Man, But like nowadays with me, it's like I take my like from me and my sister point of view. Like we take our anger from our mama side. Like our mom was a ticking time bomb. Like you can do whatever you want, but when she blow up, she blows up. Like, I'm talking about like Hiroshima blows up. Like if you involved just because you said something wrong last week, you getting stopped. As simple as that. Like, bro, that's how that's where we get our anger from, like our mom's side. And like my sister, like she been in more altercations than me. Like, not to put our business out there, but like I'm just gonna let you know, she won every single altercation she was in. She won that shit completely. Like there was one time she beat the mess out of this one boy because he just kept provoking her, and of course he wanted to get altercation. He wanted to put hands on her, but she beat the mess out of him so bad that the other people started bullying him because of that, and he had to move out the neighborhood. Like,
I would have bullied him simply for putting his hands on a girl and then losing. It's like, bro, come on now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about she wore him out from death till dawn. Like,
I literally had an anime villain origin story, bro. I was a complete opposite. When I was a kid, I was so quiet, so peaceful. I got relentlessly bullied until 6th grade, then I just started beating people up, and I never stopped, bro. Until I became an adult and realized this is not the way. But I was one of them people where I just got tired of getting picked on. Like, I was getting picked on for shit that wasn't even my fault either. Like, I'm getting picked on for being poor. Like, how do you expect me to change that, bro? I'm like 9 years old. Like, what do you want me to do? So I just got tired of it.
Bruh, yeah, I was about to say, like, people don't know when you're pressing buttons. Like, yeah, you think you having fun and all, you think you playing jokes and this and that, but like, bro, you actually pressing some people buttons. Like, when you start pressing buttons, if you hit that right button, bro, it's gonna be a ass whooping from hell. I'm talking about Stone Cold Steve Austin. You might not survive, honestly, depending with some people. That's why, like, I don't provoke people. I never do. Because you just never know what they're going through in their personal lives, and all it takes is just for that one little straw, that last little string they have in their head, just snap. And once they snap, bro, they could be going off on the wrong person for all you know. Like, you could say something harmless, like you don't mean to say, like, to be mean about it, but you can just say something, and next thing you know, all hell broken loose. You gotta call the SWAT team to get this motherfucker off you. You know, it's gonna be crazy.
That's why self-awareness is important.
Yeah, right.
Like, if you get put in a situation like that, it's your fault. Like, you can't blame nobody else for that. If somebody blows up at you like that, it's like, bro, you gotta have better self-awareness. It's just certain things you don't. Not somebody could explode on you for no reason, but still, like, you gotta have enough self-awareness to know what you can and can't do and say around people.
Bro, facts.
Just analyze the people you hang out with, because I mean, all of my friends, right? I know what some dudes could take as a joke and some dudes can't. It's that simple. Like, most friend groups, we might be making like fruity jokes. Some of my friends are not with that. I don't know why, but I just know they're not with it, so I don't do it. It's that simple.
Yep.
You just gotta learn the people around you.
Yep, that's all it is. You just gotta learn, and some people just don't. They just don't do it, and then next thing you know, you set off a dynamite and there's an explosion and you don't know what happened. Because you
Wait, did this man say he had to pee?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he got a long stream going on or what, but
did he
like,
fall in the toilet? Like, what happened?
Why is she calling me? Jesus. Hold on one second. I'm gonna pause it. We're gonna go ahead and take a quick break. I got to take a piss too and answer this phone call.